Scentland, the land of scent.
Hello, Chris is back with another fragrance review here. This is my, by some of my subscribers, long-awaited top 10 of the 90s. Now, two things. Obviously, the 90s have had a much bigger, much larger in terms of quantity output in regards to fragrances than the 80s and especially the 70s as well. So it's much more difficult to actually get together your top 10 of that decade, right? That's one thing that I gotta say. The other one is that I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat because of this top 10, but it's my top 10. It's according to my tastes or my preferences in the fragrance, right? Don't say that these are the top 10 fragrances, you know, of the 90s, right? Because I know that there's eternity. I know that there was like, you know, CK1 and Tommy and whatever, you name it, you know, all those great, huge, blockbuster fragrance successes of the 90s. Some are in here, not many, but you know, these big ones are not, because I didn't particularly like them, I didn't particularly use them. I always looked for something more under the radar. So that's how my top 10 of the 90s is standing up. And I'm starting with a release from the House of Lagerfeld called Photo. The bottle was designed by Karl Lagerfeld himself, and the name is referring to his passion for photography. And the fragrance itself is it has aldehydes, lemon, mandarin, lavender, leather, benzoin, and it's a very still a reminder of the 80s, right? Came out in 1990, so I'm going to go actually the order of presenting the fragrances I'm going to go by year. Okay, so we start with the year of 1990, obviously, and Photo came out in that year, and performance-wise, like, this is a fantastic monster, and this is a again, it's a composition, like, you know, it smells, all these ingredients, all these things that I mentioned that are included in here create a fantastic blend that is a standalone. And this is what I miss in today's fragrance industry. They don't make the effort to create something that's a standalone. They just copy smells or copy each other or whatever. But most of the fragrances represented here and being presented by me in this review are you know, standalone. They're special blends, right? Special compositions, just like Karl Lagerfeld's Photo, a very mature barbershop, fresh, dark stuff, amazing. Try if you can. 1990 that was. 1991, another genius of the fragrance world, the late great Gianni Versace, bless his soul, came out in 1991 with this fantastic fragrance Conversus. Again, this one is a fresh, dark, extremely cool fragrance. This is coolness in a bottle, right? It has lavender leather, some very lemony, limey stuff at the top. It has some flowers in there as well. Again, a great composition, a great blend. Not this simple-minded, you know, juice factory result that we get today. No, this is a fantastic blend, and it creates a new direction. It created a new direction. So for me, definitely had to have a place in the top 10 of the 90s. 1991 was a great year for the fragrance community, seeing such a fragrance coming out as Versus. One of the coolest fragrances I know. God bless Gianni Versace. 1991, so another one, and this is going to be something that is well known, yet it's so good that I use it myself. I love it myself. It's like, you know, in the category of actually eternity, CK1 and all that. Kenzo Puro. 1991 again is the year. Good year, huh? It's a good year. Fantastic seaside vibe, a cold seaside, right? Atlantic Sea, some sand, maybe some seaweed, salt, dry to the bone. There's no sweetness, no coconut, no pina colada in this one, right? This is really. I reviewed this and I said in the review, it reminded me of the set of, you know, how the smell must have been at the set of Jaws, you know, maybe apart from the good old Grandmaster Robert Shaw having 2 whiskeys or 3. Apart from that, I think it was all about wood, seaweed and salt and all that. So this reminds me totally of that vibe. So relaxing. It's on the verge of being fully natural or totally synthetic. It's strange to say, but it's true. It divides people as well. But the performance and the entire composition, okay, is just mind-blowing. Top quality, like I hear, no more words needed. Kenzel, Almo Kenzo Pouron from 1991. We jumped the year 1992. Again, fantastic fragrance from the German house of Wolfgang Job. It's not Joop, right? Not Joop. No, not Joop. Job. They're German, or he is German. Wolfgang. What about Adam? Strange name, right? It smells actually like the garden of where Adam and Eve were like maybe having their good times. This smells like that. This smells like paradise, really. It's green, lush, fresh, dense, yet very urban as well. It is an extremely unique composition, one of the most unique compositions ever. And the performances, there's lots of discussions like eau de parfum, eau de toilette, niche, quality and all that. This is an eau de toilette from the 1990s and overperforms any or almost any niche brand that is out there today. Maybe Le Bain Amouage have, stuff that performs like this, or maybe Bontal, but then Bontal is quite synthetic in most cases. This is very much natural smelling. It's a fantastic composition, totally standalone, under the radar, unavailable, discontinued. Obviously, people didn't get it, but this is just you really fall to your knees. It's so beautiful. Totally one of the best of the 1990s. What about Adam from the House of Job? 1992 was the year. So 1993 saw the introduction of my favorite fragrance of the 1990s by the House of Givenchy, Paris. Insensé, meaning foolish in French. The ad was all, the box was great with this yellow theme, full yellow box, but maybe some blue in there, and the guy with the yellow flowers in the ad and all that. This is a fantastic floral fragrance with a nice vetiver moss background, very extremely dense. Again, it's an eau de toilette, but it performs like if they put it out today as an extrait de parfum for $560, no problem. I mean, it is really shocking that what they made in the 90s had this quality, and now you have to, to get the quality, you have to pay that amount for a niche. The whole niche hype is just there because they're not making the effort today to create designer fragrances that are good enough. Full stop, in my opinion, right? Givenchy Insensé is just again a fantastic composition. I mean, you have basil in here, you have magnolia, you have lily of the valley, you have mandarin, vetiver, moss. Like, it's beautiful. It's just jaw-droppingly beautiful. Really, I'm lost for words with this fragrance. I really, really love Givenchy Insensé from the year of 1993, my favorite year in the 90s. So, je t'aime. Let's see. What do we have here? Another one from 1993, from the House of Hugo Boss. Boss Elements. The name is a reference to the elements of the earth, the 4 elements. Earth, wind, water, whatever that was. And it's a very, very fresh, warm, cool, aquatic, earthy. It's strange, right? Fiery. Yeah, it's fire as well, one of the elements. And it seems like all over the place from what I'm telling you now, how I described this, yet it's a fantastic composition again. It's a fantastic composition with a great comforting aura, very manly in the dry down, yet keeps you fresh, warm, just totally standalone again, mostly for the autumn time. In my opinion, I'll use this in autumn. It's totally an autumn fragrance. Actually, color, the whole marketing makes it justice, really, because it's very much like this. The whole feeling of the fragrance and the bottle itself is amazing as well. Natural smelling, just beauty. Imagine, like, 1993, seeing fragrances like this coming out, amazing. Boss Elements, full thumbs up. 94, right? Another incredible composition from the house of Aramis, Havana, a nice tobacco barbershop fragrance, very dense, very exotic, very barbershop tobacco, very macho almost, exotic, dense, as said, yeah. It had a different, like, cone or cigar-shaped sort of dark frosted glass, dark blue frosted glass bottle, which I like more than this one. This is the reissue Aramis did for the gentleman's line, and I applaud Aramis for doing that. Very nice, bringing this back, because the composition itself did not really change. I used the old one, I used this one, and I love it. It's more for special occasions, but it's mind-blowingly good, and the performance again is over 24 hours. So this again outperforms any recent eau de parfum without a problem. Think about it. Just think about this aspect, right? An eau de toilette from the 90s, putting niche stuff from today in the corner, both in terms of originality, performance, price versus quality ratio. I think we are being fooled, by most of the niche fragrance releases of today. I'm sorry to say. Havana Aramis, fantastic. It was the year 1994, right? We jump a little bit. We jump ahead. We jump to the year of 1998. Hermes came out with a fragrance called RockaBar. And I love this fragrance because, again, it's a fantastically performing fragrance. It's an eau de toilette again. I don't wonder. It's a fantastic performance again. 24 hours easy, especially on clothes. And you see, it's barely anything in there because I really use it extensively. This one is just for me a great horse stable smell with some nice leather. You have the fancy horse stable, right? In the morning, it's sexy to the point that I cannot start to explain. I look forward to review this separately, but I'm still looking to find the perfect horse stable for this one, because it really deserves to be reviewed on spot in a place like this. RockaBar, 1998, pre-Jean-Claude Elena release, and everybody's raving about Jean-Claude, which is great because he's a fantastic dude and all that. But Hermes actually did stuff Equipage, Bellamy, and RockaBar before Elena joined. So RockaBar, one of my favorites of the 90s, with this fantastic horse stable leather, fine, rich, sexy smell. Fantastic, really. I love this stuff. And another one from 1998. Davidoff. Good Life, a good life. It was a good life. This is a fantastic fragrance. The bottle is stunning. It's 125 ml, and it's a green fragrance, right? A lush green, fig-heavy fragrance. You really get fig in here, some flowers, some green aspects around it, but it promotes the aura of well-being, of a carefree existence, and it's very it's like a magnet. It pulls you close to smell it because it's a unique blend again, right? Unique. It's unique, and the color of the box was green with yellow stripes on it, and I just love this thing. Very much the same color or same direction as What About Adam. They really, look at the juices, like they even match. They're related in some shape or form. Both are dense, both are green. What About Adam takes a little bit of a different direction. This is more fig heavy. So if you don't like fig, maybe it's not your cup of tea, but this is just great fragrance. And the performance, again, it's stunning. I mean, stunning. Really love Good Life. It's all about good life. You know, you just enjoy a Sunday afternoon with your friends. That's what's all about in here, okay? Love this juice. I use it now in springtime. Fantastic. Last but not least, 1999. Let's turn back to Italy. The house of Valentino Garavani. And this house released a fragrance called Very Valentino in 1999 to close the decade. And this fragrance behaves like a second skin. It is a mostly tobacco-based fragrance, but not pushy. Not as pushy as Havana, right? Havana is really a pushy barbershop tobacco. This one is a soft tobacco. It just lingers. It's like your second skin. It's performance-wise, again, incredible. And it has this tenderness about it, this effortless tobacco feeling. It is just so nice. It's incredible. It's really, it's so tender. It's so easygoing, yet it's performing, but it's never pushing any sort of boundaries, right? You could say it's a more safe choice than, let's say, Havana or Good Life or Insensé. That might be true. But then this is maybe for a different occasion as well. This is just gorgeous to no end and extremely sexy. It's so well-mannered, so gentleman-like, yet you can wear it casual as well. I love Very Valentino a lot. So, Very Valentino from the house of Valentino, 1999, and that closes all I had to show you. So for a final showdown, all the fragrances appear suddenly out of nowhere here. Right? Hey, I'm here as well. I'm here too. Okay. And there you go. This is how we close the stuff, right? Yay! So that was Chris playing around here with my bottles a little bit. I feel like a press conference, like with all the microphones. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked it. It was fun to do it because it evokes memories from that great decade, 1990 or 1990s, when I was for most part of the 90s, I was in my 20s, so it was a special time. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Luis, this was especially for you, this review. You requested it about 400 times, so it was a pleasure, and see you soon for another review. Thanks very much for watching. Love you all. Cheers. Bye.